we're bringing to you this exclusive conversation with two legends who have reunited after 38 long years, the iconic Kamal Hassan and master filmmaker Mani Ratnam, as the duo opens up about their much-awaited collaboration in Thug Life. Their chemistry behind the scenes, of course, they've come together after Nayakan. 38 years later, the two who are also said to be relatives and friends and just artists par excellence. They've come together now to make a film. One should be sure it's exciting to watch. Let's have a look. We love cinema, and there are a few names particularly when said out loud demands attention. Names that have really shaped the grammar of Indian filmmaking. When Kamal Hassan and Mani Ratnam come together, you don't ask if it'll be good because we know it will be. I can't be more happier at this point to be meeting with the two legends, Mani Ratnam and Kamal Hassan. Thank you very much for having me interview you right ahead of your film, The Thug Life. We've enjoyed watching you define eras, and now both of you all have come back together 38 years later to collaborate, and we're looking forward to it. And how? Kamal Hassan, would you want to give us a little sense of this film that you've come up with? You're a co-writer along with the actor.
Yeah, first let me confess to my excitement.
Yeah.
It's slowly increasing, accelerating into unbearable expectation from my side also. I was excited when we first decided to do the film, and it's only been increasing. It has never decreased. And that says something about the film.
That says a lot about you
like
as well.
You introduce yourself, we are both cinema buffs, so students of cinema, so it's exciting.
I mean, I'd like to ask you if this was easy to come together with Kamal Hassan, not just as an actor. After Nayakan, you've come together to collaborate, this time as a co-writer as well. It takes a lot of intimacy for two people to come together, two minds to work in tandem. Was it easy with Kamal Hassan, and why?
Actually, it was very easy. It was not a problem at all. I think to a large extent we, have similar kind of films, similar kind of sensibilities. So, and he always pushes me further. So, it was not at all difficult. It was very, 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 very good.
Really? 38 years later, what's changed in Mani Ratnam's craft?
Well, alopecia, graying, apart from that, male pattern alopecia, apart from that, we are the same boys.
Same boys, but in terms of the craft, is he more temperamental now, or is he less temperamental now?
I think we are more cooler because we are not traumatized by whether we can achieve it or not.
Right.
Because there were so many angles. I've seen him, he has seen me struggle with, first, our dreams cannot be realized without finance.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and this is not for our personal gratification.
Correct.
It's for what is actually needed for the film. You can't cut corners on the vitals of the film, So we were always tense that something will go wrong, and they'll say, no more, that's it, wrap it up. And that was there before. And that's the reason why we both started our own companies, I think.
Nice. So from the feel I get, what you just said, this is a massive budget film. Your sets are big. This is something that you are, maybe your most ambitious project yet, Mani Ratnam. Would you want to give us a little more about the scale of this project and what we should look forward to?
Yeah, I think it is, the story decides the scale. I mean, whatever is right for the film, you go with that, and it should make economic sense. So it is not an unlimited thing. It has to be finite, but within that, it gives you a chance to put it all into the film and not into the extra things that go around. So that was a big advantage, in doing this film. It took us to various locations. It has a lot of action in it, but essentially it remains as an emotional drama.
Yeah.
And everything comes along with it.
I should ask you, after 38 long years to work with Kamal Hassan, what was it like for you? After Nayakan, Kamal for you in Nayakan, or Kamal for you in Thug Life? What's more?
I really think that it is not too much of a difference as I see it. I don't know how he sees it. For me, it is really, I mean, like there've never been these years missing, and we could easily hit the same, pitch very easily.
All right. More about the thug life. We know that there's an abbreviation of thug life. You know that? There is an abbreviation. The
What's
thug
that?
life is the hate that you give.
Really?
Yes.
What is it?
So thug life has an abbreviation. It's the Afro-American culture, which
Tupac.
meant the hate that you give. That's
Okay.
what the thug life is called. The hate that you give. Well, it's evolved in many iterations over the decades or eras.
You gave us another reason why the title is right.
The title is right. Tell me more. Tell me what's so thuggish about Kamal Hassan, personally and in the film.
I think it's valor that we are not bragging now. You need valor to make these kind of films in these times. And belief, above all. Valor is after you succeed, you beat your chest about.
Yeah.
But you need total belief in what you're doing, and also belief in the kind of cinema you want to do.
Anything that you're very thuggish about in life, Kamal Hassan? You've been a thorough gentleman on screen.
On screen you can't be a gentleman.
Yeah,
Depends on the role.
when I mean to
Especially
say in
this
your
film,
career.
In this film, you
Through
can't
your
be a
career.
gentleman.
Your
There's nothing-
persona, your personality through your career has been absolutely graceful, charming, but at the same time, your zeal for life, your quest for reinvention. Someone said prosthetics to politics. You really want it all.
No,
This
prosthetics
evolution
is
of
my
yours.
profession. Politics is my duty. Two different things. Nobody pays for my politics. I pay for my politics.
Have you been thuggish through it all? Because it's not easy.
It's not easy. So if you dare, nowadays they call you a thug. It's not called valor anymore.
Mani Ratnam, anything that you have felt you had to use brute force to make it to where you are today? Well, I'm just basically trying to play around the name of your film. What aspect of you has brought the thug out in you?
Yeah, trying to get a break in films. Had to knock several doors, sometimes
Really?
kick a bit to get thrown out, to stand up again and go after it, till they trust you,
Wow.
that you can do a film and give it to you.
I'd really like to know one such example of yours, one hard phase of life that really defined you.
My first script,
Yeah?
I shopped around everybody, it takes a long effort, it's not easy to convince people, especially when you don't have the background or the experience. So it is just on your product, on your script, that you have to convince people that you can actually do. So it required a certain amount of, brutishness, that not giving up and still trying to reach what you want.
And how long did that phase continue for you? Because now you're known as you're really a role model, an icon, a legend. Mani Ratnam the Great, that's what they call you. Those are the words you have attached to yourself, and that's a sheer hard work, I know. But just so that we are also motivated, that filmmakers are motivated, that they're probably in the right path. How long was your struggle?
It was too long for my liking. I thought I was always there, but no one thought so. It was only me who was saying so. But that's good. I think you learn, by all the difficulties, and when you struggle early in your life, you're ready for everything. So I think it was a good preparation, good preparation to take success and, lows and highs in the same stride.
Kamal Hassan, we know that there's a lot of bonhomie, y'all are, more than just friends, or maybe even family. Did that comfort level get you to, come up with a film like Thug Life?
No,
or
family
was it sheer
came
creative?
afterward. We became think-alikes much before we became
Really?
family.
Tell me about it.
No, we were just wanting to first see good cinemas. We recommend good cinemas to each other. Then we wanted to make those kind of cinemas. And we got an opportunity to make that film together. We tried many times, but a previous generation not many will quickly accommodate the next generation.
Correct.
My mentor was one such, but he didn't get someone like that. So that's what he's talking about, knocking and kicking on the doors, then building your own building and then have a door which is always open. That's
Who gave you that cushion?
which
Was there anyone you credit for your growth?
none of us can totally take credit for it, but we had to do that last mile run on our own. And it's the most difficult last mile. That's why, as I said again, I reiterate that's one of the reasons why we started our own companies, because we are answerable to so many things, including failures.
Yeah.
So if it is ours, yes, it is very painful when they say that it's not as good as the previous film. But then we trudge forward.
Yeah.
But they won't allow the trudge if you do it for somebody else. And they are complaining so loudly. The noise is bigger than our success or whatever we have achieved so far. So we'll have to be careful, and we'll have to keep the noise level down, whether it is success or failure. And we can do that when we have control over it.
You know, you have decided to release the film pan-India in multiple languages. Was there an intention behind that? Now you have audience across industries. I think language is no more a barrier. But your focus around why you wanted it to have a pan-India release.
When you make a film, you won't ask many people to see it. Simple. I'm telling a story, and I would like to tell it to a wide audience. You know, so if your product is, you think can reach across, then you do it. You'll do anything for your film. That's how you get into it. And it's not just a business. It's a passion with which you are in this. This is not a job. This is something which I really love doing, and I get paid for it. So I can't complain.
Was it difficult in an age like this to come up with a film, a theatre release, multiple states? You have OTT that's now dominating. I know that you also announced an 8-week gap between releasing a film from theatres to OTT platforms so that you ease the pain of single screen theatres. In fact, our channel reported it as well. You were probably the first one to announce that.
It's not me. It's a combined decision. It's not even a negotiation. It's a plan. And we are trying to execute it. If it works, it'll be good for the industry. That's what we thought. It'll be good for us. But we don't know whether it'll be really work. And it seemed like this is the right film to work with, because we are confident. And that's what we are trying. And there's no domination. No one venue will dominate the thing. It's a cyclic, and hopefully it will be a virtuous cycle and not a vicious cycle. And this will continue, and there'll be a good run for theatres and good run for OTT. It'll keep changing. More platforms are yet to come.
I think good, well-made films will always have its audience on either platform. Yeah.
The so-called big film happens after the release, not while making. And we've seen that happen.
You have films now coming out through AI technology, an entire feature film itself. Mani Ratnam, your human touch, emotion, and the way you capture human emotion in your film. Would you want to comment on AI now releasing feature films? How much of AI and technology have you used in Thug Life as well?
I think AI is there. It's a technology. You can't hide away from it. It is a tool for you to use.
And teach.
And teach. Use it to the benefit. You can't pretend it doesn't exist. It is going to exist, and it is going to make a big difference. Just like sound came in, in silent era, and color came in black and white era. This will keep evolving. But the art of storytelling and the art of performances and the narrative will still be there. There is still a human hand that needs to have a control over it. And AI will only help you.
You're saying that it's basically added an enhanced, quality that it would give for your film?
I think so. I think it will definitely help. It help not only in films, it will help in a lot of fields. It is how we use it, how, to what extent are we able to get the best out of it for what we want to do.
Well, AI for you, is that in your daily life already, or are you an
It's already
anti-technology person?
there.
Huh.
I mean, when you search now, it is AI-generated answers that you're getting.
That's so
So
true.
we're already there. But when
How
you're
much of it
saying
do
that
you
if
rely?
a whole movie, we can't settle for 16 now. We need, because we've seen bigger stuff.
Yeah.
But we were very happy to shoot a 8 film. I started that way. I wanted to become a filmmaker. I used to go around with the 8 camera. Even Spielberg did it. So this is another enhanced tool that we're getting. Every vertical, every field is going to be enhanced by that. But to believe that it will make another Mr. Mani Ratnam and Rahman, it will enhance their work. It will make a better Mani Ratnam out of Mr. Mani Ratnam, better Rahman out of Mr. Rahman. That's a tool. It's
and you're not shying away from indulging in them. That's basically where films are moving
It would be foolish
towards.
to shy away from it.
yes.
And since you've spoken about Rahman, I'd like to ask you in your collaboration with music with A.R. Rahman, would you want to tell us what's to expect?
Yeah, I think with Rahman, it's always like a first film we are doing together. He puts in so much into the film, and he doesn't want to go anywhere near what he's done before. So he's willing to experiment, he's willing to try new things and work for the film. It's just not that. He's not trying to please me with a tune. He's trying to make sure it is right for the film.
Yeah.
So it's always a pleasure working with him. It's absolute treat.
Nice. I still had a question that I felt was unanswered. Was there anything that you all disagreed upon while writing the script?
We have to.
Yeah. Otherwise, there's no point.
Huh.
I mean, two people come together, there should be differences, there should be disagreements, and it will lead to another door opening. That's all.
What we call it should be a co-efficient friction. Then the kinetic energy increases.
Who always gives in faster?
No, we both give in. Both with the same speed. But with the same speed, we defend an idea because the larger picture matters. If I'm not convinced, he'll convince me. If he's not convinced, I'll at least suggest that there is a dangerous corner out there. Are we going to take this much luggage there? It is as simple as that. And it's not even an argument. It's a reminder of sambhal ke kind of a thing. We keep saying that to each other.
Yeah. But, I hear you've had extensive action sequences and also danced extensively.
Yeah, as much as the character
where's all
can.
that energy in?
No, energy comes from the word action and the whir of the cameras. Nowadays, you can't even hear it. So the word action is the only initiation for us to get there. And the energy comes.
You're looking absolutely fit, and I can only imagine the film. You're looking great. I saw some of the posters. Any fitness routine you want to give our budding actors or just us as a way of life? Anything that you're doing predominantly?
Find the right story and ask the right director to direct it. That's all I can say because I don't know what the youngsters are going to meet in their path. Because what our warnings about what will lie in the path is our path. We've crossed it. So their roads are going to be, their express highways are going to be different. We'll have to learn to navigate that and keep pace if possible. That's what we are looking forward to.
So I'll end with you. Why should one come to watch Thug Life apart from it having legendary filmmakers produce it?
Because we made it for you. That is why we want you to watch it. Because it is an emotional film, and I think it is something which is, classical in terms of the conflicts and resolutions, and that has always been, part of whether it is literature or cinema, things like that. There is a human, drama that is in the heart of each one. So it is that, and it is something which we think we have put our best foot forward.
A standout moment to watch out for in the film?
beginning to end.
Love it. All the very best.
Thank you.
Can't wait to watch a venture that has Kamal Hassan and Mani Ratnam come together. They're also co-writers. They've made this film with a lot of passion, coming together as one unit. So this is something that we shouldn't miss. All the best for your future
Thank you.
endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.